Well, hello and cheers to all the fathers out there. All the men were breaking their backs to keep smiles on the faces of their children and, of course, their partners. My name is Nana Tufo, and this is the Upside Down Show.
Yes, and my name is Prima Dunyame, and today we have every reason to celebrate the awesome men in our lives.
Yes, we do.
Kudos to all the guys out there. We really do appreciate you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. I mean, it's an interesting journey. Someday, somehow, I'm sure I'm going to write about it.
Of course. Now, you have to start, giving us some diaries, We really would need that. And cheers also going to Cocktail Laboratory, Cocktail Laboratory. I mean, the guy is super artistic when it comes to, we are drinking, but in style.
I know,
Thank
right?
you very much. We'll be taking the vaccine very soon. You've got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, this is the Upside Down Show. Let's take a break. When we come back, we are going to be talking to another wonderful man who has contributed so much, to the development of this country. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Upside Down Show, we have a conversation with Ghanaian media personality and entrepreneur Abeiku Santana. He speaks about life, media, and tourism in Ghana.
And you're welcome back. Many thanks for choosing City TV and, of course, tuning in to the Upside Down Show. Today we are celebrating fathers. I mean, there are those who gave birth biologically and so they qualify to be fathers. And, of course, there are those who play the father figure in our lives, and so they also need to be celebrated as such. Our work here on the show is pretty much simple: to help celebrate such persons in our society.
The beauty about parties and celebrations, so the host is there, the host has to do all the work, to give people a very great feel, So as you are celebrating Father's Day, you need people to give you the hype,
And
I'm super awesome, to be one of those people. So we dress, we come and enjoy. And that is why Cocktail Laboratory, this is done. So today is a party,
Senior guy.
We are partying with the men, and I just love it. So would you change this for us?
Why not?
Yeah.
Super. But what are we drinking anyway?
These are special drinks, fatherly made, so just enjoy. Just chill.
We like it, yes.
Yeah, and then the creativity which you do it. I mean, you always, I keep meeting you at events, but you're always serving me something different. This one is what, a Shaka Zulu cup or something?
No, but it looks like when you talk of cocktails, it has to be Cocktail Laboratory.
Exactly.
And no other, because I just love the art that he brings to his craft, and I think it's super awesome. But today we are also celebrating another wonderful father. He is a brother, he is a friend, he is a great husband, he is a father, I mean, everything you can imagine this guy is. The very first time I met him, this would be sometime late 1999 or 2000, when I was starting my career.
Right.
He was the Abeiku Santana.
The presenter amongst presenters.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of people find it very difficult to talk about people who have been influential in their lives. Wherever I stand, I talk about this gentleman. Because I remember back then at Radio Mercury, when I had to get scripts, to go read, Abeiku will sit you down, let you read it for him, to listen, correct you, go on air with you, and do it. And I thank God for his life and the fact that he is still that influential. And I think that, a lot of people probably might look at it as competition.
Right.
But when you show leadership, you stay relevant.
There's a distinction between the two. And that's how come he's still relevant today in our media.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone needs an Abeiku in their lives.
Oh, yes. Look, whatever you are doing, you need mentors. You need people that you can look up to. And don't be embarrassed to talk about it. We all need it because nobody was born with a microphone in their hands. People have done it. They have set examples. Go to them and learn. Make yourself relevant. That is why people can't excel. Because you feel you know it all, but you can't know it all. But it's great that beyond what we hear on radio and television, I believe that there is a great personality behind that.
Sure,
that is what we are going to be finding out. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome our guest, the Gilbert Abeiku Santana.
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Well, you're looking good. Blessed. I love those shoes, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Abeiku Santana.
Flattering words. No, may bad actually do her special.
You know, so this is a kind of formal. You know, I said we are on TV, so we need to comport ourselves. You know, and I don't even know where to start from. You know, I don't know
why don't we start off by wishing you a happy Father's Day?
Thank you.
And congratulating you.
Thank you so much.
Not just being a father to your children, but of course mentoring a whole lot of us. Within this media space, we're so grateful to you.
Thank you. I think the essence of this celebration is not to celebrate or recognize biological fathers, but father figures. Right. You know. Be godfather, grandfather, even forefathers.
You know,
so all the father, figures, we want to appreciate them. We thank them. If I can see from afar, it's also because I stood on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah,
you understand. So there were people before us, and they set the pace. They laid the foundation for us. So in the media space, we want to thank all the fathers. I cannot mention one, but then. All of them. I was fortunate that I was named after a radio presenter.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know, but when growing up, I was listening to him.
Oh, now talking about the growing up and being named after a radio presenter. Share with us, how your life taking us all the way back from growing up. Yeah. Who is Abeiku Santana? Who are your parents? Do you even have siblings?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
My father is late. He died almost 2 years ago. He was James Benjamin Agri, fancy man. Yeah. He came to Koforidua around 1966. Right. And I met my mom in the 70s, and I'm the firstborn of my father and mother, children. But my late father had children before marrying my mom. Okay. So I grew up in Koforidua. But then, like I said, growing up as a kid, I used to listen to radio with my dad. And, my father was a public servant. He retired as the head of disease control unit for the Greater Accra region, the epidemiology division. Okay. So he worked with the Ministry of Health for almost 35 years.
Wow.
After retirement, he was taken on contract. And he worked with Mamprobi Polyclinic. So I've lived in this neighborhood, Adabraka. Yes, Adabraka, Asylum down,
No, but there should be a Hall of Fame kind of in Adabraka because the kind of
looks like
great personalities who have been in Adabraka. We need something.
I think in the 90s, Adabraka was popping more than Osu.
Right.
Yeah, that's where the hub of entertainment. You have the Glens, you have the Miracle Mirage, and Warehouse. Warehouse. Warehouse came in 2000 or something. I'm talking about 90s.
He's a yesterday's son,
I'm talking about 90s. Yeah. So, me, I used to hang around the Anglican Church, Black Knot Vibes, where Black Santino set up his studio. After secondary school, we also jump onto the rave of, the New Vogue, which was, radio, show business. You understand? So that's where I also got, But I didn't know that I would do radio. I always say that I did radio accidentally because, after sixth form and after my national service, my father wanted me to go into the military. So I actually got enrolled at the Ghana Armed Forces GMAT to pursue officer cadet course as a pilot or flight officer.
Wow. So you would have been what, flight lieutenant?
The last time I checked, some of my colleagues are colonel now.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So that was 97. So you can imagine if I've been in the military by now. No, I would have been a colonel. But from then you go to lieutenant colonel. Then after lieutenant colonel, then you go to colonel. Then I've forgotten the ranks. Then maybe you get to that brigadier, the 1-star, 2-star. And
this I've never heard before.
But you mentioned London in the media by accident. Tell us about this accident. How did this happen?
I actually, I lived at Asylum down behind the Trust Towers.
Oh, okay.
And that's where Vibe FM was set up.
Okay.
So Vibe FM came around the same period, 97. And
Yeah.
Your drinks already?
thank you so much.
Right.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
So they came
So
around
again, have to
97.
Replace or refuel.
Hey, they can give pressure.
Could you-
Bad. See that?
But this we see in animations. So what?
Well-
This is what? A lotus flower bomb or what exactly is this?
We just like it. We just like it.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
Guys.
man. Thanks.
Thank you. So when Vibe FM came, it was just behind us.
Yeah.
Just one street.
Right.
I lived at the Ministry of Health guest house. I was there with Marian Sugri Bugri.
Oh,
who
Miss
contested.
Ghana.
Yeah. Dr. Sam Bugri was
Yeah.
her dad. It was actually Ministry of Health, top senior executives, residents.
Right.
So, like I said, I jump onto the new, rave of, media, showbiz, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Because I see Tish, Powers, Michael Cook,
Yeah.
and even BB Mensing.
Wow.
They had a program like what we're doing today
Yeah.
in 97 called Flash, Smash TV.
Oh yeah, that was Smash TV.
yeah.
Smash TV.
Right.
And down Asylum, down where we live, was bus stop. Ariza course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where, the entertainment
action was.
So those who come from UK, US, they come and hang out,
Yeah.
the Dada Bees.
Bucket
But
snapback.
me, I was a civil servant son, I didn't have any, luxury.
No, with the Dada B charisma.
Yeah. Well,
I hung around with Dada Bees.
Yeah.
But I wasn't Dada Bees.
But you had the Dada
you
B
would actually
charisma.
appear more than a bee than the
You know,
Dada bees.
sometimes you are not the Dada B, but when the Dada B's meet and you are not there, the action is not popping.
It's peer pressure.
Swag no
It's
when you
peer
vibe,
pressure.
no. Swag no vibe, no.
It's peer pressure.
But before we zoom in proper to your media career,
Yeah.
share with us your educational background.
Okay, currently I'm in Legon. I'm at business school. I have 4 papers to write and I'm done.
Okay.
Wow.
With a third postgraduate, this time in brand strategy, marketing at
What
the
are you
University
looking
of
for in
Ghana. I want to contribute to academia as well as industry in the area of tourism and hospitality. So I chose a topic that I'm doing a research that it becomes an authority, a cited authority, for industry players. I want to see how customer service and quality of the service and performance of hotel. There's a conceptual framework that you can use to measure 2 variables. 1, service quality. 2, the performance of the service, i.e., let's say hotel or restaurant. Then the customer satisfaction as a mediator. So that is...
Now you're
But
taking
you're
us to the
teaching
lecture
already.
hall.
I'm sorry. So that is where I want to go. I want
Yeah.
to contribute to academia. So God willing, by October this year, I'll be done.
Awesome.
Then,
Great
if
stuff.
anybody want to research about me, they can find some scholarly articles about me in the area of tourism and hospitality. So yes, I'm doing another master's in marketing strategy at the University of Ghana. Prior to that, I did another master's in tourism and hospitality management at the University of Cape Coast, where I graduated in 2017. Then 2010, I did a postgraduate in public administration at GEMPA. Hitherto all these postgraduate courses, I did paralegal and legal studies in America, New York Paralegal School. And then, so I went to O-level at Ghana National College in Cape Coast and 6th form at Ghana Secondary School in Koforidia, Ghana Koforidia. Then
Then all the plenty degrees and
Amazing
certificates,
stuff. Oh, I wonder, with all these, why are you still sitting on radio, talking and praying and all that?
the media has evolved. Things have changed. So the fact that I'm on radio entertaining people doesn't mean that I don't have other things that I do. But again, you realize that the education and insight you get about life will also affect the quality of work that you do. The passion and the love we have for radio, I don't know anything that can take it away from me. So I'm still on radio because it's my first love.
Awesome. So let's look at when you started radio. So you lived, Vibe was just in your neighborhood. Is that where you started from?
Yes, I started from Vibe FM, but I wasn't actually like official, stuff. Those days we used to carry the bags of KSM and even Odifo.
Oh, yeah.
Then guys like Valentine, all came around. Yeah. So we're just hanging around, but we didn't get. Ann Sechi was the general manager. What's the name? Michael Powers was there. Vladimir was there. And Mike Cook was the boss.
Which year was this?
This was 97. Okay. But I needed like airtime for myself. I wanted a program, you understand? Because from bus stop, School of Performing Arts, Bibi Gruma, National Theatre, I go to the Art Center every Sunday. I was one of the production guys assisting in What Do You Know? Every Sunday. Yeah. So Dan Afariabua, I know him way back.
Wow.
So when I didn't get a space to work at Vibe FM, I heard there was a new radio station in Koforidua. I said, that's where I come from, actually. But I went to Koforidua and approached the late Kweku Temeng. He's a veteran broadcaster from GBC. He was then the program's head. And I said, I work with the United Nations. And yes. I'll tell you, there's a lie we call holy lie. In the Bible, Abraham lied that his wife was his sister. And it got him, a safe place to sleep and pass the night. So me too, I went to Koforidua Radio Z and I told them that I work with Vibe FM, but I got a job with UNICEF and I was sent to Sierra Leone. I just came and I've heard that there's a radio station in Koforidua. I'm so happy. I have some, I've been listening to you guys. You play good music, but you don't play the oldies like the funk, the hip hop. I have Vena, I have the Dent, I have Otis Redding, I have Shalama, and all that. They must say, you know music.
Impressive.
But don't forget, I said I had some stint with Black Knot Vibe Studio in Adabraka, which is Black Santino. So that's where I was a fast learner. So when I approached them, I sounded very confident.
Convincing, because you know what you're talking about.
So the man said, okay, so our boss is not here. So, but then you give us the venue. We'll get back to you. We didn't have phone at that time, but I was carrying Mobitel, the Motorola, the flip one. If you press the hash key, it will ring. So, Koforidua 2 was, a small suburb. It wasn't like a city. And people have not seen mobile phone there.
So the UN guys
so me, I'll just pocket my Motorola. Then we say, mobile phone. Then I'll press the hash key, then it will ring. They say, then I'll put the antenna and go and start. Me will Koforidua. Okay. All right, sir. I'll come back to Accra next week. All right. Thank you. Do you want to see?
But no, you continue, ladies and gentlemen. We are just warming into the conversation, So with all this, you need to be a tactician,
Exactly,
master plan. Look, we'll take a break. When we come back, we will take more.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and Star Times box. City TV, it's your world.
Welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show. So now we are in Koforidua, trying to make our way to Radio Z. Now, so how long did you stay at Radio Z? And with all what you've said so far, I've not heard Kumasi in it.
Yeah, so I left Koforidua 99. So I did Radio Z like a year and a half, about 18 months or 17 months. The owner of Radio Z, Caterpillar, MC Caterpillar, was an artist. He worked with Radio Zurich in Switzerland.
Okay.
And then his father was aeronautic engineer and came and set up the radio station. Right. So I was successful in convincing them that I can do radio because I've done some radio in Accra and I use Vibe FM as a reference. So they allowed me.
But technically, yes.
Yes. And he said, I listen to, well, wherever I go, I tell them, I provide solutions. So I said, I don't like your liners. They didn't even know what is called liners. I said, I don't like your liners, your station image, your IDs. They said, oh, okay. So what can you do for us? I said, I can do jingles for you. Then the man took me to a studio. And he said, do you know how to play the keyboard? I said, yes, but I didn't know how to play the keyboard. So he said, okay. Then he turned on the PC and the equipment. Just as I was about to strike the keys, I saw a heavy power outage. Then the thing went like boom. Then he came back. I said, what's that? He said, we have low current. I said, oh, then I can't play. Then we can't play. And then I knew how to play this A.B. Krenzel song. Which is Our Father who art in heaven. Yeah. So when I did that, the guy thought that, Charlie, you're good. That's okay. He said, then go to the studio, go to the booth and do some jingles. So me, I've always prepared. I'd always prepared that when any opportunity comes, I'll grab it. So I went into the booth and I said, when you're feeling down, all you have to do is to turn your dial on Z 105.1 Radio Z. The guy said, yes, you're good. You're good. On point. We need this guy. I said, boss, let me do one Hausa for the Zongo people. He said, oh, you speak Hausa? I said, oh, yeah. I said, yo, one now, Jamal, Radio Z 105.1, Bayawa, Munangua. Go where they go. I said, this guy is good. Hey, Charlie, we need this guy. Then the man said, no, that day, the guy put me in his vehicle. We drove to Lendador. Lendador was the biggest restaurant in Kofredia. And he gave me one club. Golda. Golda too was a beer for the that time. Street boy. I didn't have money to buy Golda. The man said, what will you drink? I said, I want Golda.
Of course.
Then he gave me 50 CDs. Today, like 50 pesos.
I mean, but then.
So quickly, I told him that, but I have to go back to Accra, you know. I'm not coming for job. You understand? I told you that I just love, you know, I work for UNICEF. I'm on small vacation. That's why I'm here. So I have to go back to Accra. So, oh, Charlie, anytime you come to Kofodia, you, Charlie, please come on. Say, then I came to Accra. I came to Adabraka and started recording jingles, collecting songs, music, and stuff. So, Mr. Wilson Atta had a music, the Sky FM man. He started with Talafata. They had a music shop here at Adabraka. It later became Marco Krikumante's shop. Slip Music. Slip Music was originally for Mr. Wilson Atta, the owner of Sky FM. So me, I know the evolution of
No, it's not surprising that you are who you are in radio today. But so at what point did you move to Kumasi, where I met you?
Okay, so one day the late Nana Kokosohini, our former boss, Nana Kwabena, he came to Accra. And on his way to Kumasi, he tuned into our radio station, I think around Bunsu or Suku, and was listening. He said, this guy is so energetic, his voice is very vibrant.
Confidence was there.
So I announced our telephone line, and he took the telephone number. But when he got to Kumasi, he called, and the technician on duty picked. I said, Abrante, we are in a branch be program and I said, your friend Abeiku Kofi Comfort. I said, no one look up Jimmy number for mano. The catcher said, I on frame me. Me Kumasi me Utunfuoba. I said, okay. So it's the technician who gave me the call. I didn't have mobile phone. So he gave me the number that a man called that he was listening to you and he's in Kumasi, he wants you to call him. Then I called him. When I called him, he said, 1 year. I said,
you should hear the not speak.
I said, Pacho, you're from your Abeiku, me Kasafri Kofodia. Adiasam. And I'm saying, Pacho, me a radio presenter, na me you bisa ufre. I said, when you know Abrajano, when you When you come back, Kumasi, fine.
That's not for you.
Yeah. So one day I told my boss that I want to go and visit my auntie in Kumasi. She's not feeling well, and I needed a day off. So I came to. That was my second time coming to Kumasi.
Right.
My lifetime. So I didn't even all Kumasi. The part of Kumasi that I knew was Tech. Because I came to Tech and I dropped out from school, so I didn't know Kumasi proper.
Right.
So when the Koforidua bus brought me, when we got to Kumasi, I got down. Then I asked for vehicle to Abeiku Junction.
Yes.
Then they took me to Abeiku Junction. When I got there, I asked of Nana. He said, "Oh, Shoshana there." So I'm from Koforidua. He want me to come. Then I went to see him. Then he said, what do you? So we are killing Kurasa because of Penny me. Mamsa, yeah, I'm going to an American. When you go, when Kappa, I had a minister. Yeah, I'm calling you when you are the Uya, Kumasa, and Mabinius come for Bachuska, Minister. Too bad, you bet me no idea. I said, no, may I'll do it. I don't need money.
Yeah.
So I accepted the offer. I was taking today 12 CDs, which is 120 in Koforidua. Yeah. And then I say, you will give me 30 CDs, which is 300, which is today 30 CDs. Yeah. And I accepted it.
Yeah.
It's more than 150%.
Yeah.
So I took it. So, okay. But he didn't give me accommodation. So me too, when I came on air the first day, so I resigned. I went back to Koforidua, I resigned, then came to Kumasi. I didn't have accommodation. I just had one bag. Okay. The day I came on air, I announced on air that I'm a new guy in Kumasi. I don't have a place of abode. I don't have accommodation. I was speaking broken Ewe. I was speaking broken Hausa. I was speaking Equiapim. I was speaking Twi. And Kumasi had not heard.
It was new to them.
More
Exactly.
talented, multilingual presenter.
Yeah.
They were hailing me like. So that same day, somebody offered Kumasi people. They are very nice.
Yes.
Somebody offered me his hotel. This is White Orange Hotel at Kwadasunsun behind Prempeh College. I stayed there for 8 months.
Wow.
Then me too, when I got accommodation, I called my guys in Koforidua, Kwame Apia Kubi, Kwame Nasambani, Bushman.
Bushman.
Yes, I work with Bushman in Koforidua.
Really?
Then I called a commencer that, hey, Charlie, I can't get job for Kumasi. So they all came and lived with me in that one room in the hotel. And the hotel too, people were doing short time and they didn't like the way we were talking, and people didn't like it. So they sacked us.
Ouch.
So when they sacked me, I went to Afunkwanta, another hotel, to stay there for like 1 week. Then later I moved from Afunkwanta, then I went to Esuebua.
Yeah.
Stayed there for like the snitch flat. I get a guest house. Stayed there for like 2 weeks before I decided to rent a house or a room for myself. A lady took my money at Crow's Room and absconded. So like I'd come to zero.
Welcome to Kumasi.
So I used to hang around some pubs at Sontreso, Oko, South, Bra Oko. I was sleeping there, you know, I was sleeping at the pubs, but I was still working on the radio. Me, I was cool. Oh, no, you people didn't know.
Nobody knew.
That's why in the evening you find me on the street of Bantama. I'll sit there, get my Nemo. I'll be at Nemo Sport or S Bar, get my drink. And those days I used to smoke and I get my fag, you know. I was there and I chilled and I'll play my snooker. So me, I was on the street. I was on the street, but I was still working. Like nothing has happened. But I was so passionate. I love the job. I love the job. I remember 99. By the grace of God, we interviewed candidate J. Kufuor.
Yes.
And same 1999, we interviewed Daddy Lumba, and that was the biggest interview Daddy Lumba has ever had in his life in Ghana was us. Exactly. Because we faked a Daddy Lumba's voice. We used Anoche Supremo, the late.
The late?
Yes.
Anoche Supremo, why Titinisa?
Oh, Anoche Supremo, we know him way back in Kumasi. So one day, we decided, you know, Adontim Boateng.
Yes.
Now
Reverend.
Apostle Bishop. He's a strategist. I know him in 1998 when he was. Yes, I know him when I was in Koforidua.
Before you met him in Kumasi.
He was the founder of Ecstasy Promotions.
Oh, wow.
We did Reggie Rockstone, Azigiza, KKD, and what in 1998 in Kofredia. So I know John, I don't think Boateng, yeah. And he knew me. But when we met at Radio Mercury, he said, hey, don't let them know that you know me. That one, me, I can't talk.
Yeah, strategy, you know.
I'm a street boy. And we are all Accra people in Kumasi.
Yeah,
so
that's all.
So we fake Daddy Lumba's voice. See, Kumasi people were yearning to see Daddy. You can't see Daddy Lumba.
Exactly.
Daddy Lumba was like a demigod.
Yeah. Even today.
Yeah.
So you can't see him. Daddy Lumba had never played any concert in Kumasi.
Yeah.
So we decided that we'll play Daddy Lumba's songs for 3 days and tell people that we are going to interview Daddy Lumba. So we played Daddy Lumba's song day one. From morning to evening, no song, only Daddy Lumba. And you know how Kumasi people love Daddy Lumba.
Yeah.
Day 2. Then day 3, we made Anochi Supremo call our line. Then so me and Shaq, Big Shaq.
God bless
may he so
soul.
rest in peace. Yeah. You know, I was at his funeral.
Yeah.
So Anochi Supremo called. Hello.
Daddy Neil.
Yeah, what's a maker? Then John says, cut it. Then those days we're not using even telephone hybrid. We're putting the microphone on the phone speaker.
Yes.
So say, Ebusuafo, ya shiri Daddy Lumba, Germany, so, and we continue. People started coming to the studio. Then the following day, Daddy Lumba's late stepfather and late mother, Amesa, they came to the station. I think what's your
rough na moya sano.
What's on the station? Bianca here. I said, Madam, the owner of the station was the late Otunfo Pukwari's first son. So you have come to Menchia. Sort of. Be careful. Can you see Menchia?
Yeah.
Can you see Menchia?
Madam, you're steady.
We rather want Daddy Lumba. So the mother then now arranged for Daddy Lumba. Then now we have to announce and publicize that Daddy Lumba is coming.
Strategy not far.
Gosh.
This interview was reported on BBC by Akosa Sapon, the then correspondent of BBC in Kumasi in 1999. Look, from Swami Roundabout to Sofulai Roundabout and Bantama High Street were flooded. Police had to use water cannons to disperse the people.
No, you know, Abeiku,
Superstar.
you are, even if we are given 1 week, we can't finish with your conversation.
Exactly,
So because I want us to get to other areas. So from Radio Mercury, you moved to
Radio Mercury. I moved to Ash FM.
Oh yeah,
in Kumasi, Anloga Junction.
Yes. Big Bro.
Yeah, Big Bro.
And then you came to Tema.
So from Ash FM, I actually resigned from Ash FM. Then I went to Europe.
Okay.
But before coming to Europe, I had gotten an offer to come and work with multimedia.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't want to come straight to multimedia. So this thing, you let me talk to you, sir. So I came and I saw Kwesi Chum. They gave me, in fact, Kwesi Chum came to Kumasi, met me at Royal Basin Hotel at Tech, where we sat. Me, I was just playing. When I met Kwesi Chum, I was smoking my cigarette.
Yeah.
And I had my Guinness, and I was talking.
Of course.
But this is the CEO of multimedia, Joy FM, Love FM. How can you do that? I told the man that this is my lifestyle. Because look, I've lived on the street, so I was playing to him. Then they said he has a radio station in Tema, and he wants to build a radio station to compete Peace FM.
Yeah.
Right.
And he has heard a lot about me. I was actually recommended to Kwesi Chum by Samson Ado, the chief engineer. Then Samson Ado mentioned me to Cox Tamaklo. Then Cox Tamaklo, proposed to Kwesi Chum that they should bring. So Kwesi Chum came, but Cox came first.
Okay.
And I said, so who is the boss? Say my boss. I said, bring the boss. I want to deal with the boss.
Yeah.
Then the boss came. Then me too, I've heard a lot about Kwesi Chum because as an industry person, you know the owners of the radio station. So I put my cards before the table. He accepted, gave me the offer, and gave me the money. Sweetheart, when I got the money, I absconded to Europe.
But why you like this?
When I took the money, I went to Europe. Look, Massa, I won't go see abroad. So I went to Switzerland. The Switzerland to be connection.
Yeah.
I came to the Swiss embassy opposite Accra High School, right? Okay. And there too, I presented Echo Shiloh, and Abib Records. In fact, it was Abib Records. Abib, the one, the producer of Buba, Echo Shiloh. He took me to the embassy. But because I'm very vocal, I told them that we are artists, we are going to record. And then I went. Wow. I got a letter from Alhaji Sidi Kubari, music guy. We are artists, so we vibed. Even at the embassy, it was very small embassy. We started singing, Obahima, 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 and the consular was, but the way we addressed, they weren't too sure that these guys are proper visitors. So they gave us 2 weeks visa. Okay. But the visa, they gave us group visa on paper, A4 sheet. They didn't put it in our passport.
Oh, wow.
Seriously. And when we got the visa, and they are giving us 2 weeks, 1 week passed and we're still in Ghana. We didn't have money.
Tickets,
we didn't have money. So I chased Ajikot.
Okay.
At Kokomlimle, and he gave me some money, and we hustled. Then we got money. Then we bought ticket. We went to Switzerland. When I saw, I was saying, "Hey, I'm not coming to Ghana again." So I stayed in Europe for almost a year. I moved from Switzerland to Holland to Germany. Then later I said, "No, let me come back." So when I came back, I went to Telma. That's where I met Jimmy Quist as the Liberian. Jimmy was then at Joy FM as producer, Liberian, and they brought him to Adom. As producer and Liberian. Work with him. Then now I'm in Accra. But people didn't know that I was in Accra before going to Koforia. So they thought some new guy. So the big names, Gabi Ajete on Joy, Mickey Osebeko on Radio Gold, then Fifi Bansen on Peace FM. Okay. Then Bolare on Top Radio. He was doing afternoon jam, but we were the drive time. Okay. So I say, of course. Now I prayed for 3 months. I'm a prayer person.
Were you as prayerful as you are today then?
From birth, it's a natural thing that God gave me. In spite of all the things, I was so inclined to the things of God. So I prayed and I listened to radio for 3 months. I was in Accra, but I wasn't working. So I actually started from Joy FM before even I started on Adom FM. I co-hosted Sunday Afternoon Special with Sammy B, Kwame Bampo. But Kwame Bampo was the host of the drive time when I came. Then they moved him to mid-morning, then I took over the drive. So every Sunday, we're doing the Omutu special. Sammy B got the Big Brother. He was the first Big Brother rep. Yes. So when he left, I took over. Now, when I took over, I was doing the very uncharacteristic thing for Joy FM. Francis Doku will write about me. Joy FM, your credibility, your image, who is this? Meanwhile, I know Francis Doku since 1998. Francis Doku came to Koforia to write about me. I was published in Graphic Showbiz in 1998.
And then it was positive.
It was positive. And I've come on Joy FM and say that I'm local, this. But Robert also does local, but it's gospel. Me too, I'm doing local entertainment. You people don't understand it. I was saying things and they say, excuse me, we'll be at time and all that kind. They didn't like that.
That's not Joy FM.
That's not Joy FM. What is this? That's not Joy FM.
So how long did you stay at Adom?
Adom, 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 years. From 2002.
It was such a shocker, when you left Adom to, especially to,
despite me.
Because
they were my competitors. I didn't like them. I didn't like them.
So why did you go to?
And that's why I never joined Peace FM. Because in my heart, they were my competitors.
But
oh no, I'm competing them. I tell them I compete them.
Yeah. So you've been very successful in media
by the grace
of God, absolutely. And then you decided to take on entrepreneurship. And you really now moved into tourism and hospitality. Share that story with us too.
When I was at Adom FM as the events and promotions, we first took the MV the Princess vessel from Volta River Authority to Volta Hotel.
Okay.
So before the MV the Princess came to Volta Hotel, it was an equity of VRA under the care of Volta Lake Transport, which is also a subsidiary of VRA. So it was used for passengers, you know, ferry, but not for entertainment. So the late Jacob Chebilamte and his deputy, his special aide,
the guy who died,
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
So he actually, lobbied for the vessel to be given to the hotel. Now, the general manager of Volta Hotel was then lawyer Seth Asante. So he approached me. In fact, he called me for a meeting with Jake on the boat one afternoon that we want to do something, and they say you are good, you can do this. So I was handed over the MV the Princess and entertainment facility manager of Volta Hotel from 2006 to 2009.
Oh, wow.
I refurbished the entire Adwa nightclub. Courtesy Virtual Sounds in Asylum. I bought all the equipment, did the whole club, refurbished sound, everything. And I was running promotion. So
no, I remember Dodi from you.
I took Kwesi P to Dodi Princess, and that's why he has a song. Yenko Ako Sombo Dodi Princess. I was running a lot of events. Rana, Kojo Sobo, Emi. He was a musician.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so Kojo and
Kobe Rana was my junior in school.
Yeah, so I took them to Dodi Princess. Look, I played every show.
Fly away. Is that where they shot their video?
Yeah.
There was some. Oh, okay.
I did a lot of events.
Kojo is now doing Man of the Year.
And I was also festivals event organizer. So in Kusukum Festival at Sopon, Kwel. So that is where this whole Kwel thing came from. Now the Kwel Festival, big shout out to Mr. NS Sampo, known as NS Chemist, and Mr. Kwame Fosu, Seekins. Yes. Then Midwest, Chumbema. Okay, so in 2009, they approached us that they have, in fact, it was 2008, that Kwel people, they celebrate Easter. But they don't have any big event. They normally play Daddy Lumba, Kojuenchi, Nana Tufo, Easter Sunday at Ohine Nana Classic. But individuals, they do their own parties in their respective houses at home. If we can organize something. So, Ofa Kwabna Kwachi at Omai FM,
Kiki,
Mr. Nuyama Ishem Fameye, Kina Farmer. He was our general manager at Adom.
Okay. I know him also from Love FM.
Yes, he was transferred from Love to Adom. Then Daddy Bosco. Then myself. Okay, so we're friends to NS Chemist. So they said, yeah, Abeiku, you have the artist. So let's do something. So we started Ohinana Classic, and that is the Kwel. By 2010, I brought Nana Boro. Nana Boro lived just behind my house, at Committee 18. So I brought it up. Me, I was doing events. So I've managed Club Felisa in Tema. I've managed, what's the name of the club at Sakumono? Fridays. Yes, I've done all this.
Amazing stuff.
So the tourism and entertainment stuff, the experience on Akosombo, MV the Princess for about 3 years.
What do you think has made you stayed relevant?
It's the grace of God, and I think the passion. Passion is an unquenchable flame. I've had the highs and lows, the ups and downs, difficult times and moments, but my passion for this arts, media, entertainment is so intense. I don't know anything that can take it away from, because I've had offers, I've had job opportunities, and I don't see myself quitting radio anytime soon.
Now, we are also going to take him to other places of the world and see how familiar
he is with those places.
So we are going to be showing you certain stuff or flags of certain countries and tell us which country's flag you see.
Which country's flag is this?
This should be the Americas, Mauritius?
Not Mauritius.
Cabo Verde.
Nice.
Cabo Verde.
All right, so we go to the final one.
This is Morocco.
No.
why don't you show the popular ones?
It's one of the Guineas.
Jamaica, Nigeria. No,
one of the Guineas. I'm dropping you a hint. One of the Guineas. Let's see if you get it.
Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So there's so much, I mean, you have done, but then there's still so much people don't know about you. I mean, there's so many people who don't even know at the point you were reading news in English.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to go for a break. When we come back, we'll still talk to the man, the legend, Abeiku Santana, right here on the Upside Down Show. Stay with us.
Welcome back. So this is a man that you listen to on radio, sometimes you see on TV, you know, but beyond that,
you see at events as well.
A lot of events.
He's a master of the craft.
He is a brand ambassador for a lot of brands, and we are super excited for him.
Yeah, recently I saw he's a real estate something.
Abeiku is always signing ambassadorial deal. I'll
give you back time.
You know, he is also a group chairman, you know, so probably that is what you don't know. I'm sure you've heard of Kaya Tours, Kaya Hospitality, Kaya this and all. This is the man behind all that. Abeiku, tell us a bit about Kaya Tours. You know, how has it been managing all these?
God has blessed me with a wonderful, dedicated people that I'm working with. But we're actually a multidisciplinary travel tourism agency. We look beyond the tourism products that you know. I mean, Ghanaians know tourism products like the heritage sites, the wildlife attractions and entertainment. But now we have moved to the space where we are developing tourism products smart way.
Okay.
By the grace of God, we signed a contract with a Czech company, and there's an app called Smart Guide. SMARTJUIDE, Smart Guide. Now you can take virtual tours to any destination and any attraction without being there physically. So that you have, you know, a fair idea of the attraction. So that in future, if perchance you decide to go there, you know what is there. And we are the first travel and tourism agency in Africa to sign on to that. Ghana has now become an attractive destination in Africa. But our tourism products are not, you know, diverse. They are just the heritage sites and entertainment. And that's why we need to package our entertainment very well so that people can buy.
Would you consider going into policy making, politics, you know, to make your voice heard and to endorse, because we need experience, man.
That's if why the call comes for tourism minister.
Would you do it?
That's why I've gone back to school to study, and like I told you in the preamble, I said I want to contribute to academia and industry, and that's why I'm doing a research that, you know, it has a conceptual framework that you can analyze, so that I become an authority. I don't want to be just like somebody has favored me to do something. No. We are going to organize Ghana Meet Jamaica in Kingston, God willing, this year. Yes.
You have to be Yes.
And you know, I'm also the board chairman for Ghana Music Awards France. Which July 23rd we are doing the event. You understand? So in my small capacity, I'm doing something. People are not coming into the hospitality because they don't see it as a career profession. People go into restaurant after senior high school, maybe because they don't have anybody to further their education for them. They go and work 2 years, 3 years, they quit, then they go to university, then they go and look for a job. So there's no sustainability, but tourism is a sustainable socio-economic venture. So you need to grow.
One thing that, you know, Abeiku could do, you know, is his love for music.
Yes.
Whilst he is playing, he's also singing. You know, and now Abeiku should give us one song. You know the way I said, you know,
which really is your favorite?
Abeiku can kneel down and pray and do worship on radio before the show starts.
My favorite genre is gospel.
Okay. Who's your favorite gospel artist now in Ghana?
Oh, it will be difficult because I love gospel. I love gospel.
So give us one of your favorite songs.
Gospel?
Gospel.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
No, you have been on radio for a long time. I mean, music should come to you easily.
Of course.
We want to find out if you do remember some of these songs. I want to drop a few songs. You should be able to tell us the artist and the title of the song.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right, if you're ready, we're ready. Let's drop the first one.
Let's go.
Who's this?
Was this one of the Payola songs?
Oh no, not
This
at
is
all.
actually Pozo.
This is Pozo. Yeah.
Wow. I
No,
didn't get it.
no. Okay, so we'll go for the last one.
Oh, you should know this one.
I know.
It's coming.
I know.
Pull it. Draw it.
Tommy Reid.
Yes.
Tommy Reid.
Yes. Awesome.
Right. No, so you've proven,
Tommy Reid.
that
Tommy
this is you, man. Right. Okay,
Let's
so
do a
last
bonus
one.
one. This is a bonus.
Down Kwansri.
Down. I said, "What to me, although you way." I said, who sang this one? And what's the title?
Oh.
Kasama Mentiri. 3, 2, 1.
Mad
fish. May he so rest in peace.
Awesome. Now, quickly, because we just had to touch on bits and pieces of your life, because if we say we are going deeper, it would take us forever and we won't finish. So as we just wrap up to leave, what message would you have for radio people in broadcasting now, and those who want to come
into broadcasting?
Learn, unlearn, relearn, reinvent yourself. In fact, re is an energy. Well, re is, it's a word actually that is supposed to catapult you, supposed to give you a new energy, new life. Right. So whatever you're doing, you have to re-energize yourself, create. You understand? Life evolves. So if you don't learn to unlearn, and you must also listen to experienced people. I've surrounded myself with a lot of Samens is one of them. A lot of people, I can't mention names. So that's what I will plead with the young ones coming up. We're still around to help coach, guide, mentor, and even share our mistakes with them, so that
they can learn from it.
They don't fall into those mistakes that we did.
Super
amazing stuff.
Gilbert, Abeiku, when we're at Ready Make, we used to call him Gilbert.
He's the couple.
Yeah, Gilbert, Gilly, right?
Next time, call me to come and read English news of it.
I know, right? One of these days we should bring you.
During our anniversary and stuff like that, we should really call you to come and do it. Abeiku, it's been awesome. Thank you very much. You have such an inspirational story, and we are glad that you've shared your story with us. We've been inspired. We've been motivated. Thank you very much. And keep up with the good work that you are doing. Ghana is indeed proud of you.
I have to also confess that City and the Omni has been it used to be when I was at Dom, it used to be Radio Gold. When I came to Despite Media, my alternative radio has always been City.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I watch the news, I follow, I listen to programs, everything.
Thank you so much. Great stuff.
Thank you so much. You have defined a certain standard in broadcasting, and I think that you have become now one of the pinnacles that people will look up to. So great job, big ups to all the managers and producers supporting you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
We're humbled by this.
Of course.
And it only goes to I just want to do more.
And also to Cocktail Laboratory. Yeah, cheers. No, you are everything cocktails. Because of you, I'll just have a party.
He's been globetrotting, actually. Going around the world, cocktails.
That's booked earlier. That's the only challenge.
Don't worry. No, it is my party, but I work with your time. Right? The only thing I'm providing will be the cocktails. Bring your meat, bring your whatever you want to do. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much once again. Happy Father's Day to all the amazing gentlemen out there. My name is Frema Edunyame.
And mine is Nanatufu. Until we see you again, be kind to your mind.